arrived today. I've never had one of these before, but I'm quite excited. I keep seeing about them online, and yeah, I always knew that they were British. I did not know that they're from like just around the corner from me. They're Scottish, and I had no idea. They're Glaswegian as well, so that's exciting. Fresh wee local brand, very nice. So, this is the May 2021. Ooh, it looks like it's possibly charcoal related. Some info. Nice grey paper. Yeah, actually that's got quite a nice texture to it. A5 size and 250 GSM. 8 sheet. That's nice and thick. I'm quite happy with that. I've already got another of these sitting somewhere on my desk. I know that I like these. Ooh! Black and white stripes is something I do enjoy. Let's open this up and see what we've got. I love the packaging. Oh, I am excited about this. Sticker. Oh, it's lovely and textured. I mean, it's not actually textured physically. It's got a cute texture to the actual design, like a nice broken charcoal texture sort of thing. Cool. It's cotton buds. I don't know if they're visible through there. Yeah, cotton buds. And we've got, let's open this up. Charcoal isn't a medium that I would normally tend to gravitate towards, if that's what this is. However, I suppose that's the point of these, isn't it? It's a little bit of a challenge and something out your normal comfort zone. Oh no! So it's some super fine charcoal, and is that a compressed charcoal stick, or is it maybe a big Conte crayon? Looks like it feels like I think it's compressed charcoal. Oh, that's a shame about the fine sticks. That's kind of a type that I would normally have gone for. The really fine one's okay. Let's see what else we've got here. So, the nice metal sharpener, Rembrandt white pastel Lyra pencil. Oh, it's dual-ended. Faber-Castell Perfection 7057 water-based varnish. I don't know what that means, but I guess that might mean it's water soluble. But I don't think that paper would work for water-based. I don't know. It does show watercolour on. Oh, it shows watercolour on it. That's going to be interesting. We've also got Koh-i-Noor Hartsmouth Gioconda charcoal pencil. Another Lyra Rembrandt Sepia Light Dry. And a Rembrandt Splendor. Is this a Rembrandt Splendor? I don't know if this is white pencil in the same way that this one is, or if that's a blender pencil. Lyra, I can't say that name. Lyra Rembrandt Splendor pencil. This Lyra colourless blending pencil, when applied with little pressure, gives a glossy surface and helps blend tones together seamlessly. Okay, cool. So this is an eraser pencil. Perfect for fine detail erasing and sharpen like normal pencils. Great for precision erasing when a little more control is needed. Think of it as a reverse drawing rather than erasing. That's cool. So it's like if you put down something dark on here, then you can lift it back up to the nice neutral grey underneath. Okay. for the rest of it. Oh, the blurb. Humans and charcoal both have a high percentage of carbon in common, and this month we want you to use the carbon-based tools in this box to create a portrait of your carbon hero. It can be a realistic drawing, an abstract interpretation, or an artwork inspired by them. Okay. Coats Willow Charcoal Sticks. I think that's the kind that I used to always get when I was in art school. You got a big box with just a stack of burnt sticks in them, basically, wrapped up in paper. I use them for life drawing. Yeah, sea white, black compressed charcoal, Koh-i-Noor Gioconda charcoal pencil, Lyra Rembrandt charcoal pencil, chalk pencil, sorry. Oil free, can be blended and blurred to perfection using fingers, cotton buds, or putty eraser. Oh, alright, well, we'll see about that. Paint on grey pad A5 sheets. The weight of this paper makes it a suitable surface for a variety of dry techniques. The mid-tone surface is particularly useful for creating dramatic contrast between highlights and shadows. Okay, cool. Doesn't tell me what this is. I'm guessing it's maybe a humbug or something. Let's find out. Oh. There's also a zine tells you what you can do with all these. Oh, it's an Everton mint. Oh, it contains milk. Oh well. Oh hey, that's cute. Oh, there's like various months worth of stuff. Well, that's nice. I'm still eating. Nom, nom, nom. Is this ASMR? Worst ASMR ever. I'm gonna continue eating my not vegan sweets, and I guess I'll do some drawing later. I'm gonna start off with testing some of these out, I guess. I do feel almost like it's a little bit of a shame wasting a sheet of this with testing the materials, but then, I mean, I know how charcoal works, don't know how it works on this paper, don't know how any of the rest of these are going to work, and I'll just end up wasting an actual drawing if I don't, so here we go. I began with testing out the pencil type materials, so here's charcoal and then moving on to the pastels. The pastels were a little bit tricky to get a decent point on. I broke the white one a couple of times before I switched to working slowly and steadily in the larger hole of the sharpener. It is a nice sharpener, just a bit of a risk with soft dry materials, but it worked out okay. The eraser pencil. The only minor downside of it was that it left a tiny bit of residue, but that was nothing major. I liked how easy it was to work. Really least impressed by was the blending pencil. It did the job alright, but you couldn't go over it with any more marks after it was already down on the paper, which was quite frustrating when I wanted to use it in places I'd otherwise build up more colour on. It is what it is. I tested it on its own to see if it left much of a shine, as it said, which it does, though it's not really very visible on camera, unfortunately. Back to the eraser. The pink side was more flexible than the white, so picked up most things a little bit more easily, though I did use the white one quite a bit later on for smaller details. I really love this. And seeing
seeing as I already had the same rubber on my desk, I decided to save the new one until this existing one was done. You can see that I really like blue pencil. It works quite nicely with all these materials, so yeah, win-win. Swatching more and testing blending here. Normally I wouldn't blend charcoal at all, as I use it for fast drawing, like life drawing, and just sort of sketching on the go if I ever do use it at all. But I decided to try and work with it more into my usual style, just take it as a challenge, as things I had all the new materials in hand to try out. My favourite way was definitely the cotton buds, though they picked up quite a lot, so I found it quite difficult to build up in layers. I ended up using 3 different forms of charcoal as 3 different tones on paper, like 3 different shading tones. But I wonder whether using a setting spray or something between layers may have helped to build it up a little bit. I don't know, it was worth experimenting with in future. Myself to sketch from scratch without making a mess and wasting a sheet. So I began with some layouts and ideas, just in a throwaway sketchbook. The top one on this page was inspired by the beautiful print in the Scrawlrbox. I didn't actually manage to get the artist in full in the shop when I was showing the print before, so I've just popped it up on screen here. I propped the sketchbook page and swatch sheet up while I was drawing, so you may see these popping into screen occasionally. On that note, please excuse my lockdown hair creeping into shots throughout all of this. I'm pretty new to filming myself drawing, so the camera's moving just on my my makeshift tripod, and my roots are just coming in and going, hey. For the drawing process, I tried to mix between blocking in and taking away before I got in all the details. In hindsight, I definitely wish I'd focused more on the overall silhouette and got it all down, but at the time this just seemed like the most logical way to do it. I was so pleased when I realised that I finally dragged this out of that ugly face. That ugly face went on for far too long. A little bit on this paper. I really enjoyed working on this, despite me missing that it was called Paint On and getting all excited about it having a watercolour tube on the cover. I've not actually swatched any paint on it yet, but I'm really looking forward to using black and white ink on this. I just think it would work really nicely in the same sort of way that the charcoal and white works on this here and in other beautiful examples I've seen. I really like working dot work, and I've got some white inks in my as well, so that'll be fun. It's got a really nice subtle texture to it, like just a little bit of soft tooth to it, almost slightly velvetier than hot press watercolour paper. I looked it up and it's about £8 for a pad of 30 A4 sheets on Amazon UK, which is quite reasonable. It also comes in A3 and A2 as well as this A5 size, so lots of variety. worked in that overall shape. It's quite hard to see. I tried to use the Splendor to mask out that big star in her hair, and it didn't quite work, but I kind of like the effect that I got in the long run. pleased with how she turned out. Dry media isn't really a tool I would normally go for, but I've really enjoyed this challenge, so thanks, Scrawlrbox. If you've got this far, thanks for watching. I'm new to this, really appreciate your feedback, or just like and subscribe. Thanks folks, bye bye.